welcome to Bros in the Bleachers podcast. I am your host, Drew,
And I'm your co-host, Matt.
and welcome to episode 4 of Bros in the Bleachers podcast. Thank you for tuning in. We've got quite a show on us for today. Matt, how you doing today?
I was doing good, but then you stole my in this day in sports history. I was mad at you for that.
That's why you got to beat. I had to beat you to the punch. I saw that. I was like, I got to get that one.
I know that was the first thing that I came when I jumped at it. Then I looked at our notes and I was like,
All right.
On
Well,
this
hey,
day
let's get
in
right into
sports
it. It's
history.
July 7th, we're recording, so on this day in sports history, I'll go ahead and lead us off. The 2001 Pepsi 400, Dale Earnhardt Jr. wins the Summer Daytona race. This was the same year that Dale, his father, senior, passed in a tragic accident on turn 4 of the Daytona 500. So definitely a very heartfelt moment. Uh, him and Mike Waltrip celebrating with each other out in the grass field,
mhm.
giving a big hug to each other, and old Dale just using what he's learned from his dad, become one of the best super speedway track racers, coming all the way
Dude,
from
I
seventh with 9 laps to go to win the race.
that has to be one of the best NASCAR moments ever, I think.
That and Dale also later that year at Dover, where he had the
Yeah,
American flag,
after nine
uh,
eleven.
yeah, attributing
Yeah.
to 9/11. So
I
just
I've been to the 9/11 museum and there's a part of the exhibit where they have Dale Jr.'s hood of that car that he won at Dover. It's pretty cool.
yeah, I'm sure you love that paint scheme. Don't you have that one, the little
I
diecast
no,
car?
I have the die cast for the paint scheme that he won at Daytona that summer.
So this is the race we're talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same. I have that. That car is beautiful. You should put a picture up on it.
Yeah, I'll put it right here
Yeah.
if I
I
remember.
love that car. They
It
don't make the
was
paint schemes like that anymore,
in a previous podcast I wanted to mention. It all has to do with sponsorships and money. I mean, one, they moved the numbers up forward,
which
and
I hate. It looks
it,
ugly.
I've kind of gotten used to it. It's okay. And then on top of that, they don't have as many sponsorship stickers, behind the front wheel behind it. They'd have like a bunch of stickers like Holly or Edelbrock or different sponsorship stickers on there. But as of lately, they don't. That kind of stopped maybe like 5 years ago. There's not many sponsorship stickers, so it's kind of
Yeah.
changed. It's not really the same. But the Daytona, not Daytona, excuse me, the Chicago street race.
It's coming
Uh,
up.
I know it's like in 30 minutes, so hopefully we'll be finished and wrapped up, and I'll probably tune in. And I saw rain supposed to be coming in, and last year was rain delayed like crazy. So hopefully it does look like it's going to rain again, and then Chicago street race. So
Oh well.
we'll see. But hope it should be a good race. It's pretty straight. There's some tight corners on that track. The favorite's supposed to be SVG. I forgot his full name, but I think he's a Kiwi from New Zealand. Uh I'll look at his name real quick, but I'll let you go ahead and up
Yeah, so since you stole mine, I had to resort to back in 2013, Andy Murray beats Novak Djokovic to become the first British winner in singles at Wimbledon since 1936.
so that's right up your alley. You're the tennis guy.
Oh yeah, yeah, totally.
You're a big
So
time tennis recruit back in high school.
Oh man. Um I can't believe first British winner since 1936. That's crazy.
And what tournament was this again? Sorry.
At Wimbledon.
Now, as a non-tennis fan, were you watching that game?
Hmm.
Were you
I
pretty
never
into it?
watched a lot of tennis, to be honest. Growing, I like playing it. I was never huge into watching it.
Yeah, that's how it was for me with golf too. I mean, I'd watch the majors and some occasional just regular tournaments, but
Yeah.
it's, but that's not too bad. I
Yeah.
mean, were you not wearing all white on the couch for every Wimbledon?
Did the
Dude.
highlighter fit all the
Yeah.
same color? Hey, all white's pretty cool though.
Yeah, I mean, all white's a pretty sick fit,
Yeah. Yeah.
like your white shoes.
Did I tell you I get my Ultra Boost cleaned by a guy? This guy has this
Yes.
he has this shoe cleaning company here, and I always get my Ultra Boost clean at least once, twice every couple months.
At one point, do you start doing it yourself and just get the brush and the cleaning foam or whatever?
It's worth the $40.
If you say so. If you say so.
All
Uh,
right.
but that does it for sports history and the drive. The ringer, road course ringer for this race is Shane Van Gisbergen. He's the New Zealand race car driver who won it last year. So
Is he gonna do the haka before the race?
I thought that was French Polynesian people, not New
No,
Zealand.
it's New Zealand.
Really?
I think it was started
Just
in
like
New
Michael
Zealand.
Phelps went to Arizona State last week.
Shut up.
Dude,
Hey, remember in college when they banned Arizona from doing the haka because it was offensive?
it's so hype.
Our pregame haka, I we did it against sophomore year against UCLA. I remember that the last time U of A sold out, they did that haka before the game. Oh my God.
Quite elite.
Quite elite.
Everybody got hyped. But all right, we'll go ahead and finally move on to current events around sports. Since I went first, Matt, I'll let you lead off our current events for this week.
Yeah, so first thing, first order of business, Caitlin Clark, first WNBA rookie to have a triple double in history.
Whoa,
I
Caitlin
know.
Clark?
Yeah, yesterday over the New York Liberty, she went 19, 13, and 12. So
Dang,
first triple double ever by a WNBA rookie. They won the game 83 to 78.
dude, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Is she
No, that's
putting on
great.
for her city?
I just want her to get triple double against Angel Reese every time.
Well, Angel Reese did get nominated
She did.
to participate in the All-Star game for the
Yep, saw that
WNBA.
too. Yeah.
So, has Caitlin gotten such
I thought I thought she did. I have to double check that one. I thought she did though.
are they in the same conference? The
They have
Chicago and Indy?
they have conferences in the WNBA.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
So it's not like we're
Um,
very big NBA.
I know. So, also, dude, I saw this yesterday when I had the Brazil Paraguay game on. Yes, dude, Canada is in the
Uruguay, Uruguay,
semis.
Uruguay.
Uruguay. Canada is in the semis for Copa.
Dude,
They play Argentina this week.
they're really good,
Like
surprisingly.
where did Canada come from?
I mean,
It's wild.
they've won some decent games.
Yeah.
I'd have to double check. Uh, there's been a lot going on. I was rooting for Colombia
Oh
uh
yeah.
yesterday. Um,
Dude, Brazil lost too.
yeah, dude, this
That
Uruguay
pe
team is
they're
legit.
good. They're good.
I mean, the USA only lost to them by one.
Yeah.
Um, but they're legit.
Yeah.
They're gonna be playing Colombia.
That's
Uh,
gonna be a game.
so definitely look out for that. But no, sir, back to Canada. Uh, they've I mean, they're in a tough group. I mean, Chile, Argentina, and Peru.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, I mean, that seems pretty tough, but they went the last game they played against Venezuela and they went to PKs
Yeah.
and they somehow made it out, which was pretty
Yeah.
remarkable. But
There's been a
sir,
lot of games decided by PKs
dude, I
in
know
this
this weekend in
quarter.
the
It
Euros.
was crazy. Yeah.
But Canada gonna go up against Argentina since they were in the same group. They lost 2-0, so maybe they saw something last time. So they could make some adjustments and pull off the upset.
That would be sweet.
And
And then my my final thing, Bronny the Lakers, 4 years, 79 million.
clap it up again. Clap it up.
Yeah, so the Lakers emphasize that he earned it. And this might be the biggest catering job in the history of sports. Besides who was the Donahue the ref? Besides Refgate, him changing the outcomes.
Oh, the guy
Yeah.
who fixed the games.
Yeah. This
Yeah.
might be second on the all-time catering. I mean, dude, 4 years, 79 million. 4.9 points per game at USC.
Wait,
And
that's
then
the contract he got?
yes,
Say that one more time.
4 years, 79 million.
You're kidding.
No, how? Bill Walton is rolling over in his grave right now.
That's a second round rookie contract.
I know.
Is that did that just shatter the record?
I'm hold on. I'm double checking.
Because usually those first round draft picks get, I think maybe get 20 mil in total for their I could be totally wrong on that, but
No, he hold on, double checking right now. But isn't yeah, so Bronny has 4 years, seven. I'm sorry, I didn't see the period. 7.9. Is this as bad as the Michael Phelps
dude, you're on a
buzz?
freaking cold
I
streak.
know. I know. So
An ice cap just
seven
formed up on Mount Hood.
so so get this. So 4 years, 7.9 million, 4.4 is guaranteed. Now, when you look at picks similar to where he got drafted last in prior years, so we'll say the round two 55th pick, Kyle Guy in 2019, nothing guaranteed two-way. Aaron Wiggins 2021. These are all the 55th picks.
Is Bronny's
No,
contract a two-way? Sorry.
no, it doesn't say that. 2021, Aaron Wiggins, non-guaranteed two-way. Isaiah Wong, 2023, 55th pick, non-guaranteed two-way. Same with Jay Scrub, 2020. And then in 2022, Guy Santos, or I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right for the Warriors, 75,000 guaranteed. So then Bronny, here he comes in 2024, same exact draft position as the ones I just mentioned, 7.9, 4.4 guaranteed.
Well, he did score 4 points in the summer league game against the Kings. So,
Oh yeah.
did you see
Damn.
his 4 points?
I did not tune into that.
I saw highlights. He had like a sick pull-up jumper from like inside the three-point arc, and then I didn't see. I think one was a
Where
layup.
where the highlights like 20 seconds.
No, dude, full 30-minute
Yeah.
docuseries. You know,
God. This just sorry, I misread my notes. Even I thought, damn, 79. And no, I missed the period.
I don't even think LeBron could pull that off for him, for his own
No,
son.
no. So, all right, Drew, what about you?
Uh, I'll start off with the Euros, the games I saw. We had France versus Portugal. That was an insane game. Kylian Mbappe played. Half it was a kind of a boring game for a minute, and then around the 60-minute mark, it started to pick up. Shots started to get on net. Portugal looked like they could have pulled it out. And then both teams scored 1-1, I believe, or was it 1-1 or it could have been 0-0. I gotta triple check. Whoops. It was
I
zero
forgot what it
zero.
was.
It was
Yeah.
0-0. They didn't score goals. I apologize. That was a Spain, Germany. We'll get to that. But they pulled Kylian Mbappe out of the game because he got hit in the face with the ball on the side of his face, and the mask kind of
Mhm.
messed up his nose. So he got pulled out. So he was not part of the PKs. So that could have been very big for France. But it ended up working out. France ended up winning PKs 5-3. But Portugal put on a great defensive performance. Pepe, the defender, 41 years old, playing soccer. Looks like he was 21. Just absolutely
That's
defending.
awesome. Yeah.
He was sick. I mean, I remember him in like 2008 in the World Cup. Um, that's how far back I remember Pepe. But fortunately, France moves on to the next game, and then following that, Spain and Germany just duking it out, two powerhouses. Spain pulls it out 2-1 in extra time with at 119 minutes to score a goal. Absolutely insane. Germany did tie it up before the 90-minute mark at 89 minutes, but was not enough to pull out. And Spain moves on, and we will get Spain versus France I believe in the semifinal game. And then England, like England, like in the stressed out their fans, pulling out a goal with 80 minute at the 80-minute mark. Uh, and then
Classic.
finally won in PK. So that England team had kind of an easy route. They played Switzerland. So maybe they finally they're I believe they'll play the Netherlands. Like hopefully I'm not wrong on that. Yeah, they'll play the Netherlands. So if they gotta start out strong. They can't be stressing out the English faithful out there. Uh so we'll see.
Is,
It's
so-
been a
is
good
soccer back?
soccer's pretty back and I'm been a fan for like this
Yeah.
as of June. So
Dude,
uh,
these games are just even the MLS is getting fun. I mean, like if you told me a couple years ago, like outside, I think the 2014 World Cup was the first time like I really watched soccer, and then a little bit in 2018 Euros and 2016. But I feel like it's just now it's just I'm getting more into it.
yeah, it's definitely helped. Being an Inter Miami fan with Messi has certainly helped my interest. Even though Inter Miami got their just they just got blown away against Cincinnati
Yeah,
last night. I think 4 or 5 to 1, whatever it was. But we didn't have
yeah.
our best players in Luis Suarez and Messi.
Hopefully, he didn't bite anyone or doesn't bite anyone this
Well, he's
season.
playing on the Uruguay team, I'm pretty sure.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Over under
Uh,
how many bites for Luis?
three. Oh, damn, no overhits.
Watch the over.
And then the Nathan's hot dog contest without our goat Joey Chestnut.
Boo.
You want to know how many hot dogs we're eating?
58.
Yes, bingo. Did you know that?
I remember that number, but somehow screwed up Bronny's contract.
Yeah. It's a lot smaller number, but yeah, 58. We had the line set at 65. And that was pretty darn
That's
under.
it wasn't too far. I mean, that's somewhat close.
Seven
7.
dogs is kind of a
Whatever.
decent margin, but not saying that 58's not remarkable, but from what
Who
we've
who
seen,
whose job is it at Vegas to set the hot dog lines? How do they know?
I'm not sure. I personally said 65 was my guess.
Did you bet on
Um,
it?
no,
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 neither did
that's
I.
pure
Okay.
degeneracy to bet on a hot dog game like that.
America.
I have friends betting on WNBA games, and that's pretty crazy,
My
but as it
God.
is.
My God. Oh
Um,
man.
but yeah, I saw I wasn't, I don't know who won, but I was just drawn to the guy with the red, white, and blue mohawk, and
Yeah.
he's dating the women's championship. She's won 10. Mito Suda.
Hmm.
I'm totally butchering her name, but she's a 10-time champion for the women, so she's the women's goat for hot dog eating. Um,
Hmm.
but that's what I saw in the hot dog. And then lastly, we had John Cena's retiring. John
Oh,
Cena's
boo.
what do you mean boo? Well, I mean,
No,
I
it's
I can
sad. It's sad.
no, okay. I thought other reasons like, yeah, I
No,
can
no, no,
kind of
no,
see
no. I
it.
love John Cena.
Yeah. I've grown up with him since like 2005 watching
Dude,
John.
that dude has the most make-a-wishes for he does the most make-a-wish for kids. He's unreal. Great
Yeah,
guy.
he's remarkable athlete person. One of my heroes growing up, I had a poster of him.
Yeah.
Uh, I remember the John Cena versus Edge rivalry for the WWE Championship. Really, it's just I
We're
saw the
losing our
news.
childhood, you
Yeah,
know.
I had it. I needed a moment. So
Oh man.
thank you, John Cena. He'll be retiring at the end of this year. So
Yeah.
get it
Yeah.
in while you can. But all right,
All right.
moving on to the next segment. We
Worst
have
tweet, baby.
worst tweet. Oh no, bench or play.
Thought we're skipping that one. I didn't have one.
Well, I have
All
one. I
right,
have
you
I have
play.
someone I would
Yeah, you go.
bench. Yeah, I want to benching hardcore this week. Michael Rubin's white party. I know we talked about how all white's pretty cool. Well, this
Yeah.
party, not cool. Sucks. I hate him. My 4th of July party with all these sports celebrities. So he could think he's the greatest thing in the world. Well, know what? Hey, how about instead of throwing these great parties, maybe you should work on fanatics and the quality of your product, huh? Instead of maybe buying out all these companies like Mitchell and Ness, maybe you can work on the quality of product, you stupid scumbag. I'm sick of buying. I refuse to buy anything he sells.
Damn, you just
Um,
cooked.
I mean, some stars you could have saw was Micah Parsons, CJ Stroud, Livy Dunn was there.
I did see that. Jake Paul was there too.
Yeah, Jake Paul was there. Like,
Someone on Twitter is like, Paul Skeens is about to throw 10 strikeouts his next game.
seriously. But I just hardcore bench, just all these celebrities, and inviting all these people thinking he's the greatest thing. I, for one, am declining the invitation next year to the 4th of July party next year to Michael Rubin's.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm declining.
whoa, 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 whoa. It's gonna hurt him.
Yeah, so I
Dude,
won't be
I can't
there.
imagine how cringy those parties are. Like everyone has to just be so fake.
Oh, 1,000%. It's just just to be seen and just inflate their egos. It just
Like
sucks. I hate it. Bench.
they're not playing beer pong, blasting some
No,
Sammy
do you think
Adams.
Tom Brady's gonna be playing beer pong on
No.
some like Nantucket Island, like multi-billion-dollar home? Like, shut up! Like,
Dude,
get
that
out of here.
party sounds horrible. The food's probably good. Drinks are probably
Yeah,
good.
there is people serving food, hors d'oeuvres, all that, blah 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 blah,
Mm,
whatever. He
God.
sucks. I hate him. Work on your company, you stupid scumbag.
So, all
All
right, should
right.
we move on to worst tweet since I had failed to have a bench of play.
What did he say?
What do you mean by that?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
So, my worst tweet of the week was Oregon founder Phil Knight is cash flowing the Ducks right now. And if you guys haven't seen their recruiting for football the past week, holy hell. Last week, they have signed the number one wide receiver in the 2025 class, DeCorian Moore. They have also signed the number 4 cornerback, Dorian Brew, 5-star corner. They got the number 3 tight end, Deshaun Brame, number 5 running back, Jordan Davison, number 7 defensive line, Josiah Sharma. Ducks are cooking. But what I hate about it is this NIL is getting out of control. Phil Knight has, limitless money, and now he's gonna flush Oregon with it. The the recruits are gonna be insane. It's just, dude, this is getting out of control. I hate it. Grinds my gears to no end. How there's no cap on NIL, and it's just gonna lead to this.
Well, it's about time. I mean, they put 0 championships on their field for every game.
If they still can't win a championship in the next couple of years, I don't know what to say because like they're just, I think they're the number 2 or number 3 recruiting class right now for 2025. But dude, there needs to be a cap. Like why can't we set it at 500K, 750K per player? That's the max in any sport NIL. I feel like, winners getting, I forgot what exactly. I think it was 10, 12 million. I'll have to double check that. But there's players just getting insane NIL. I mean, this is getting crazy.
You're just upset because Arizona can't do the same.
Well, yes, yes.
Oh, but if Arizona was able to just shell out dough like that, you'd be like, "Oh, I mean, why should there be a
We're
cap?
playing by the rules.
I mean, this is ridiculous." No, but I understand.
This is, dude, I'd never thought I would get like this. So, yeah, I
Well,
think, hey, at $1 million cap, no more. I
do you
still think that's plenty.
you think their transfer recruitment's gonna be even better for the 2025 recruitment class?
Oregon?
Yeah. You think halfway through this year, you think you're going to be see crazy recruits going to Oregon, transferring
Maybe.
from the likes of Ohio State, Bama, Georgia?
Ooh,
You think
I
that'll
don't know.
happen?
I don't know. I mean, I think with Oregon now being in the Big Ten, they might get, the top G5 recruits or the best recruits that are not on OSU, Georgia. But no, I mean, this is getting out of hand. So
Well, they'll be happy to have that money while being in nonstop rain
hey,
and
hey,
cloudy, overcast.
is Puddles getting any of that money?
Puddles might have on the 14 karat golden necklace, 14 karat diamond necklace. No, 24 karat gold. That's what I meant. 14 karat diamonds. He might be blinged out, dude. Might have some
What
cardiac
car Puddles
glasses.
drives? Oh yeah.
Puddles swims everywhere. No, he
Oh
has his
man.
motorcycle now. He
Yeah, oh
might
yeah, he has his motorcycle.
maybe
Yeah.
a new Harley.
Yeah. Ooh, that'd be nice. Iced out.
That'd be dope.
So, what's your worst
Okay.
tweet?
We'll go on to worst tweet of the week. I'll start off. We had at CF or CFC mod. Spain took off all their stars right before extra time. They're going to suffer. Stupid mistake. I mean, such a stupid mistake. It really hurt them, bit them in the butt, considering that they won the game in PK's, buddy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, very, very awful take. That's my worst tweet. Uh, Spain's the best team, honestly, from looking at this Euro. I don't know
hmm
who's going to beat them. France is going to have their hands full. I think Spain beats France.
Yeah.
Nico Williams, I believe his name is, Williams Jr. for Spain. It's pretty sick. I think left winger. I could be wrong. I don't know soccer. Sorry, but yeah, Spain's legit, and that tweet was not.
Nice. All right. Should we move on to the best for last segment?
Yes, so no grinder gears this week. We're gonna work on something new, but we're gonna start our bleacher rankings, and it will be top five college games in the past decade since the last
With
NCAA game.
with NCAA 25 coming out next Monday with if you pre-ordered.
Yeah, certainly if you're like a big college football fan like you already pre-ordered it, right?
I did actually. I got the
You
deluxe.
did?
I did. I pre-ordered. I'm
Finally,
set. I'm set.
finally. God.
Um, but yeah, we thought it would be a good idea to rank the best college football games that we have seen since NCAA 14 came out a decade ago. It technically came out in 2013, but that's besides the point.
Crap, I
So,
just realized my one is
oh, it's fine.
was
It's fine.
2013. No, I have a
So
replacement.
we got five and then an honorable mention, right? Okay.
Correct.
All right. You want me to start honorable? We'll go one for one down the list.
I gotta make. Go ahead. Go your honorable mention. I gotta make sure this is 2013 or 2014. Wait, no, the game came out in 2013.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm showing. Okay, go.
All right. You're fine. You're fine. All
Lead us
right.
off.
So my honorable mention, I feel like a lot of people are going to forget this one. The war on I-4 in 2017 between USF and UCF. That game was for the American regular season title. UCF came in at 10-0. USF came in the game at 9-1. Sellout crowd in Orlando at Camping World.
Do you
The
remember
game
that?
was tied 42-42 in the final minute 30. Mike Hughes on UCF gets the kickoff from South Florida, returns it to the house. That video is crazy. Just the whole environment and that game just kept going back and forth, back and forth. It just looked absolutely nuts. I feel like a lot of people forget about that game. UCF went on to win the national championship that year, quote unquote.
Oh yeah,
Um,
totally.
yeah, so I feel like that game gets lost. That was a crazy game. Great game.
I mean, you gotta love those like kind of smaller. Not, I mean, obviously they're not small schools like Florida schools, but compared to
Yeah,
UF, FSU, Miami, you just gotta love those kind of
dude.
games.
That one was awesome. And
What
UCF had their all black uniforms on too. And,
I was gonna mention the
sick.
uniforms.
They had a blackout too in the stadium. It was all black. It was awesome. So,
Very
all
good
right, what's
honorable mention.
what's yours?
I will follow that with another great uniform combination, at least for the aesthetic. I'm going the 2015 Oregon versus Arizona State football game. Final score was 61-55, went into overtime. Uh, Absolute just barn burner.
hmm
Definitely, it was a legit Pac-12 after dark game. I remember watching
We're
it.
gonna miss those.
I think it was the day after Thanksgiving. We had Vernon Adams Jr. who threw for 4 touchdowns. Uh, we had Mike Bercovici whatever his name is,
Berkovici. Yeah.
whatever he sucks. Threw for almost 400 yards, 5 touchdowns. We had Royce Freeman running like an absolute freight train with 2 touchdowns over 100 yards. Um, at least 34 points total in overtime. Just
Jeez.
absolutely crazy.
That game was
Uh,
in Tempe, right?
correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
68 degrees on that fine night.
Oh my
But
God.
that would be my honorable mention. Just absolute, just Pac-12 after dark game. Just perfect.
Peak Pac-12 after dark.
Yes.
My number 5, Louisville versus Clemson, 2016. Deshaun Watson versus Lamar Jackson. College game day was there, and Clemson was up 42-36 in the final minutes. Louisville is driving. Lamar chucks it to the side, and they failed to get the first down at Clemson's 15 to 10-yard line. That was on a fourth down play, but that was just a crazy matchup, great environment, great game. Louisville, Clemson.
That's pretty good. Number 5. I feel like Deshaun Watson, even though he's not a good person, was is a very overlooked college football player.
Yes, yes,
His time at Clemson, I mean, he was such a baller.
I know, I know.
People
That
don't
was a great,
remember,
great game.
but okay, that's a good number 5. Well, I'll counter your number 5 with 2015 Duke Miami, the lateral game.
Oh, that one.
8 laterals that should not have counted because there was a forward pass, but the referees didn't see it. Miami pulled off an absolute upset. They won 30-27 on a just game-winning kickoff return that shouldn't have
Mhm.
happened. Not too many big names, but we had Malik Rozier. I mean, I don't even remember. Mark Walton.
Yeah.
I remember him. He was a good running back. But just absolute, just barn burner of a game. People were going crazy. I remember
hmm
watching it. Just
hmm
wild.
Yeah, wild. All right, my number 4, 2018 Texas A&M versus LSU. That game went into 7 overtimes. A&M eventually won 74-72 with Kellen Mond as the quarterback. He threw for 285 yards, 6 touchdowns. Their first win over LSU since 1995.
Yeah, I had that as
Yeah,
my number 4 too. I have number LSU, Texas A&M,
nice, nice.
septuple overtime 2018
Crazy game.
on my notes.
All right. Here, you go for number 4.
That was my number 4.
Oh, I'm sorry, 3.
3, I had the 2017 Rose Bowl, USC versus Penn
Oh, great
State.
game.
Uh, I was rooting for Penn State in that game. We had Trace McSorley just
hmm
absolutely throwing pick after pick. And then the third quarter came and they went nuclear.
Yeah,
But that didn't stop them. USC ended up getting a pick to seal the game and going on a game-winning field goal. Uh, Sam
great game.
Darnold, Ronald Jones, Juju Smith-Schuster before nobody started liking him.
Yep.
Saquon, a lot of good players. Chris Godwin,
hmm
so many names. Dory
That
Jack.
was an amazing game. So, my number 3 also involves Penn State. Penn State, Ohio State 2017 in
Knew it.
Columbus. JT Barrett, probably one of the best games I've seen in the shoe, where JT threw the final touchdown in the final minute 50. He had that famous drive at the very end to put Ohio State up 39-38. That was the same game that Saquon Barkley opened the game with the touchdown, with the kickoff return for the touchdown. Gus Johnson went nuts. That was a great game. Amazing environment.
Absolute bomb.
Yeah. So I'll go number 2. So my number 2, Michigan, Ohio State 2016, the overtime version of the game, 17-7 at the end of regulation. JT Barrett again got that critical 4th-and-2 run that was highly controversial, whether he actually got that first down or not in overtime. Um, and then eventually that led to him handing it off to Curtis Samuel, who ran it in from like 10, 15 yards out, giving the Buckeyes the win. That was an amazing game.
Pretty good. I'll have to match that with the 2018 national championship game, Georgia versus Alabama.
Hmm. Hmm.
Jalen Hurts in the first half, absolutely not being able to move the ball down the field. 3 for 8, 21 yards, 47 rushing yards, and then Tua Tagovailoa shows up.
Bam.
Absolutely throws a dime for like 50 yards. I don't know if it was Devontae Smith or Calvin Ridley, one of the two.
I think it
Uh,
was Devontae.
and then comes back to win the game in overtime. Incredible game. Jake Fromm couldn't pull it off through two
Hmm.
picks. Shoney Michelle, Nick Chubb, DeAndre Swift, Mecole Hardman for
Hmm.
Georgia. Absolute powerhouses, but just couldn't beat the old Alabama Crimson Tide.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and my number one best game that I've seen since the release of the last NCAA football game. Alabama, LSU 2019, Gerald Burrow versus Jamar
Oh,
Chase. Star, just absolute star-studded game. I think, don't quote me on the number, I think 30 NFL players were on the field at that game. Um, LSU, they went in the fourth quarter up 33-20. Alabama eventually comes back, takes the lead for a hot second, but then LSU ended up going winning that game 46-34 in Tuscaloosa. Tua had a 70-80 yard touchdown pass to Devontae in the final couple minutes to cut to 46-41, but LSU ends up holding on, and just crazy game. So much talent on the field.
I forgot
That is
about
my
that
number
game.
one. Yeah. Yeah. That was peak SCC on CBS.
Yeah, the LSU was that was the championship year, right?
Yes, that was.
And Joe Burrow threw for like 6,000 yards.
Yep. Yep.
Go Tigers.
It's amazing what happened to Joe after he got absolutely trucked by UCF after throwing that interception. Do you remember that play? When
No.
in the year before, I think I wait, was that no, it was the year before when LSU was playing UCF in the bowl game. Joe throws that pick six, but during the play, as he's walking to get, to try to get the tackle, he gets absolutely blindsided by one of UCF's linemen. And then they like stood over him, taunting him. Ever since then, he's been unreal.
I mean, he's overcome a lot of injuries. I mean, his rookie
Yeah.
year when on the Bengals against the Washington Commanders, where they pretty much tore his ACL. I remember watching that game.
Hmm.
But yeah, no, elite player, elite teams. I mean, well, who was on that? So we had Joe Burrow, Justin Jefferson, Jamar, um,
Devontae Smith, Najee Harris,
uh, defense for LSU, Devin White, uh, Greedy Williams. Was he on the
maybe. I don't
Tigers?
know.
I'd have to look it up.
I'm not sure.
Uh,
Um, yeah, there's obviously a lot that we're forgetting, but crazy game.
Pretty good number one. But let me tell you something. Not so fast, my friend. I can't believe you I got this. I got this number one. You ready?
Yes.
Iron Bowl. Kick six.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Chris
yeah,
Davis,
yep,
Auburn,
yep.
Alabama. Auburn's gonna win the football game.
What? Yeah.
Adam Griffith misses a 57-yard field goal. Chris Davis returns it back for 100 yards to win the game.
That
Absolutely electric house in Georgia over there.
can you imagine being in that stadium during that?
I mean, it's one Auburn's had quite a handful of moments, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
In the week before that,
The Hail Mary.
yeah, where it bounced did it bounce
Again,
off someone's helmet?
it bounced off the Georgia defender's helmet, and then it fell into, I forgot who the receiver's name was on Auburn. Um, to look it up, but yeah, the miracle at Jordan
Sammy
Hare.
Coates, CJ Uzama, Quan
I
Bray.
don't know. I don't know. I forgot who it was. That was the week before.
Yes.
Jeez.
Yeah, and insane. And then I remember Gary Danielson's like, "Oh, well, you're not going to see a play like this ever again, or a moment like this." And then,
Little did Gary know 1 week later.
yeah, stick that in your pipe and smoke it, Gary. Um,
Remember when he commentated, him and Brad did the U of A San Diego State game last year or 2 years ago for whatever reason?
yeah, and you had the volume up on my TV all the way up to like 100.
I need to hear Brad Nesser's voice come through me.
But
Atmosphere.
looking at the players in this game, Alabama had so many better players. They had
Hmm.
AJ McCarron, TJ Yeldon, Kenyon Drake, Amari Cooper, OJ Howard. Um,
Wow.
let's see if I don't have the defensive stats in front of me, but I guess maybe 2013 Alabama players. Maybe Mark Barron was on that
Was
team.
Mark Ingram on that team?
No, he was 2011.
2012, 11.
He might have been 2011.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, I mean, they had great. Maybe Marcel Darius was on that team. I could be totally wrong. No, he definitely got drafted before that. But then looking at Auburn's in comparison, Nick Marshall, Trey Mason,
Hmm.
Sammy Coates, CJ
Hmm.
Uzama, who did go to the NFL, but not many of those players from that Auburn team, that magical Auburn team, really flourished in the NFL at all.
Yeah. No, what a game.
Yeah, very, very elite game.
I want to ask you one question since
Yes.
for those listening, me and Drew both went to University of Arizona. What do you think was the best U of A game since 2014? Because that 2014 season, we had a lot of crazy moments. But what would you on the top of your head, what would you say was our best game in the last 10 years?
Well, considering it would probably have to be this past year or
Yeah.
the 2014 season when we upset Oregon and Autzen
Yeah.
and beat
With
Marcus Mariota.
Scooby Wright's fumble recovery right at the end against Marcus.
Yeah, just we were absolute electric house. We jumped in the old main fountain. We
Oh,
ran on.
that was also the year of our Hail Mary against Cal.
Yeah, I remember I guess the one of the Arizona accounts posted with the all white uniforms.
Hmm.
I left the game at
I left the
halftime.
game too with you. Yeah.
Fake fans, but in the moment, you're just like, there's no way they're coming back like
We were
29-0, wherever it
yeah, we were
was.
getting blown out. Um the Khalil Tate run. I don't know a specific game but that month in October was unreal with him, and then it went just absolute downhill from there with him.
Oh, Khalil for
Um,
Heisman in the next
yep,
season.
yep, yeah, and then the Jed Fish era. I mean, I would say like the Oklahoma game. It wasn't like a last second thing, but them coming back was definitely great. But yeah, I think the top game the past 10 years was U of A upsetting Oregon and Autzen in 2014.
Yeah, and feel free to comment below who your favorite game is. Uh,
Hmm.
definitely would like to react to some of them. Um, but that'll do it for the Bros in the Bleachers podcast. Thank you for tuning in. Please sure to like, subscribe, comment. Uh, truly appreciate you having or you guys in the bleachers, and
Let's
we look
film up.
forward. Yeah, fill 'em up, baby. But we look forward to seeing you next week, next Monday is when we're gonna release. Is I guess pretty much that's how it's been. So
Hmm.
every Monday, new episode. So we look forward to seeing you then.
Adios.